unahan mahilo dun sa editing na yun para malaman ninyo kung ano nangyayari. These are the players that we have them on Media Day as we had a ball with them, getting to know them better, taking videos of them as well as we prepare for this particular open conference. And enjoy the pictures and may pausok-usok pa no ha? Hindi ko alam kung ano sinindihan nila ron para magkausok doon. As we welcome you to the Inares Sports Arena in Pasig, we've got the games today. Earlier today, we love 5 sets, somebody said earlier today, and therefore umabot ng 5 sets yun. But PGA and the Navy goes up against the King Crunchers, and later on in the evening, VNS on the floor against the ever-powerful Signal team that's gunning for possibly another championship. Hi, and it's time for Spiker's turn.
Nabanggit mo kanina yung 5-setter. That was the third for this conference.
And we love them. Sabi nga ni Noringo kanina. But you know, maabot ng 5 sets, why not? 6 teams lang ang ating competition. Kaya naman ganun ka-intense ang bakbakan natin.
Tama. And sabi nga natin, maaga pa pero lumalalim na itong ating conference as we take a look at the team standings. Ito na nga, after that 5-setter match, this is our updated team standings. But for now, let's focus on Criss Cross and Navy. Criss Cross sweeping their first 2 games this season. They took care of VNS and Alpha Insurance. While Navy naman, after losing their opener match to Savoj, they bounced back last Sunday against VNS.
And speaking of 5-set battles, which could be the trend for this particular, and we're not complaining, by the way, we just get a kick out of it because sometimes umahaba po ang laban talaga. Last time around, the Navy won against BNS in a 5-setter.
You know, it looked like they were on their way for a 3-set win. It was a good first 2 sets para sa Navy Seals, but VNS actually made a huge comeback, and the Sea Lions had trouble with their passing. And this is something that was capitalized by VNS to force a 5th and deciding set, which unfortunately they lost to the Sea Lions. Ito, makikita natin that their score for that match really on the side of the Sea Lions pagdating sa blocking. And I think that is what spelled the difference for that match. VNS, on the other hand, did better, performed better pagdating sa opensa at sa kanilang service aces.
Huwag nyo naman targeting yung mga kasama namin sa mga pinapalo nyo rito. Muntik-muntikan na itong mga ito. Buti na lang, mabibilis to para mga ninja. Marunong umilag na ito. Pero ito, hindi natin ma-avoid, hindi makita ang anchor ng Navy team.
At bakit hindi? They are missing one of their key players as we speak, si De La Vega, due to pneumonia. And so Dolor really has to step up, be the anchor of the team. And in that last game against VNS, he scored 25 points, 25 big points coming from 21 attacks, 3 blocks, and 1 ace. And in this match, 33% yung kanyang success rate pagdating sa opensa. But for today, again, his plate will be full because they will be relying on him again heavily when it comes to offense.
And talking of these 2 teams, they're actually going in interesting directions. Pag-usapan po natin ngayon naman itong Criss Cross at saka sila ng last game, nanalo yung 3 sets.
Yes, if it was a stretched one for the Navy, Criss Cross King Crunchers, on the other hand, really executed very well against Alpha Insurance. Across the different skill departments, they really made it difficult para dito sa Alpha Insurance na makasungkit ng kahit isa man lang na set in that last match. I think overall, it's not just the offense, but even the non-scoring skills. Yung defense, we don't see that right now in the stats here, pero that really helped a lot. And throughout the match, their solid floor defense also was really a big help. And today, I think that we expect nothing less also from them.
And this guy has suddenly grown a little meatier, a little more muscular, and he had a very fruitful outing last time around. And Kim Malabunga, always a fun to cover and a fun to watch because he's loaded.
And I think related to the solid reception, solid defense that they have, that's why they were also able to really skew more of their offense dito kay Malabunga. very impressive, 77% conversion. Itong si Kim Malabunga, 13 out of his 17 attacks converted in 2 points. And today, if they can perform the same way pagdating sa kanilang reception, we are sure that they will activate him again.
Okay, our third member of our team is Denise Valdez-Sancho, and she has an update.
We love hearing from our fans, so if you're in the Filipinas Live app, we have a poll below your stream asking which team will pile up more blogs. And of course, you can join the conversation online by using hashtag SpikerSurf2025. You can also like, view, comment, post, or share on our Facebook, Instagram, and X pages to stay up to date to the league. But for now, stay tuned for our second game of this Wednesday, Criss Cross versus PGJC, only here where power meets passion. Spiker Surf.
And Season 8, the open conference of the Spiker's Turf, where power meets passion. We are in our second of 3 matches for you for today in the preliminary round. And for match number 8, let us welcome our PGJC Navy Sealions and their challengers, our Criss Cross King Crunchers. Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Second referee, Mr. Ryan Vincent Corpus. Let us welcome our starting lineup from our PGJC Navy Sealions. Let's begin with their team captain, who wears jersey number 16, Seaman Second Class, Greg Dolor. At number 4, Seaman Second Class, John Ashley Jacob. Number 11, Seaman Second Class, Omar Liok. At number 12, Harold Domingo. Wearing jersey number 15, Seaman Second Class, Peter Kiel. And at number 24, Owen Jaime Suarez. Starting libero is number 13, Seaman Second Class, Jack Kalinking. Head coach, Mr. George Pasqua. Calling on our Criss Cross King Crunchers. Their team captain wears jersey number 11, Francis Philip Saura. At number 1, Angelo Nicolas Almendras. Wearing jersey number 4, Kim Malabunga. At number 5, Jude Garcia. Number 14, Esmilzo Joner Polvorosa. And number 16, Giancarlo Glorioso. Starting libero is number 22, Manuel Sumanggid III. Head coach, Mr. Anasorn, Coach Tai Bondit. This is match number 8, preliminary round of the 8th season.
Well, all is in readiness for the battle featuring Criss Cross against Navy. Let's look at the starting lineup that George Pasqua has fielded for the start of this game.
Looking to challenge Criss Cross today as we look at their starters this time around.
And Criss Cross will run with Malabunga, Saura, and Sumanggid, of course. Nagkabigote na si Sumanggid, ano? And tumanda na rin.
Dito nakikita natin na susubaybayan natin changes also, no? Physically.
In the meantime, underway, Polvorosa with the first set, and Saura knocks in the first point for Criss Cross. You know, Navy will have to play defense here against Criss Cross. Can't be lax, lazy, or tentative as far as their defense is concerned here, given the number of weapons that Criss Cross always brings to each game. Here comes this serve. Almendras, this shot, yes. I give it as a check ball to Mama yata kay Ish. Hindi maiwasan. So tabla po ang score natin sa 1-all. Sinubukan ni Ish iwasan, hindi na nakaiwas. Handa na po ang lahat para sa serve ni Greg Dolor. Whoa! Tapos!
We did expect that. Sabi nga natin, no, dahil maganda yung passing on the side of the King Crunchers. We are sure that they will go again to the middle.
Very often, as we always like to say, they activate the middle very early. This serve in play to the long end. It is outside. It will belong to the King Crunchers. We have it at 3-1. Early goings of this opening set, just the second of 3 games scheduled today here at the YSA. In the meantime, that serve of Malabunga, too strong. Alam mo sa men's game, ano? Mabilis. Daming error din ng service.
And actually, it's quite similar. We've covered a couple of games also before. Maraming bigayan, at the service line.
So something sort of compensates, adjusts for each other. Meanwhile, referee Corpus notices something that is amiss. It could be a rotation situation here. He just wants to be sure.
Well, I think checking if we have the correct server on the side of the Sea Lions.
Kiel is awaiting his cue as to whether he can serve. Now, some clarification. The chat now with, I think, Greg Dolor.
Very early for us to have a bit of confusion on the position and the rotation.
Which emanates from sometimes players forgetting, and sometimes the coaches forgetting the numbers, really. And that has happened. Are they going to be penalized with this? George Pasqua has an issue, a bone to pick as well. I don't think you can call a rotation error here.
Well, at this point, they haven't served. So at this point, really just fixing the position.
So, instead of Kiel serving, they've got Domingo all set. And here we go. I think that is now I think I'm wrong.
We haven't heard the whistle. Oh, now serve coming in.
And we are underway. Ish checks the horizon, goes the other way. And that is a clean connection set up by Polvorosa. Saura with his second point of his first set. And he's going to serve. Here comes the set. To the end, they miss it again. That's long.
They are trying to go
Long.
for quicker and faster plays, but it is too long. The attacks are too long.
They're trying to play deep, but can't. In the meantime, a change made by George Pasqua. Castel is in the game for the first time. Here's a quick change, pulling out Kiel. Saura. Booming serve in play. Back row. Back row. And Delore unable to contain it.
You rightfully pointed out earlier how there is that big need for the Navy to really have stronger defense. And when we say defense, not just floor defense, I think the first line of defense, which is their blocking, they need to make sure
They make some stops or
Yeah,
deflect the ball at least. Huh?
mapabagal lang yung bola.
Yeah. In the meantime, the service mistake that time by Saura. The count now is at 6-3 in favor of still Criss Cross. And all set to serve is going to be John Jacob. We asked him a long time ago, how is it pronounced? It's not Jacob, it's Jacob. In the meantime, Polvorosa, his set, it's neutralized. Back row attack. Nice get to the floor that time by Saura. Back row. Hello, it's still alive. And we are in the first long rally. God, Jude Garcia. He got the... Oh, it's out. It's out.
It was a good target for him. But again, very tricky because very little space to let the ball go in.
Iskinita, hindi makukuha ng madalian yan. In the meantime, Jacob. This ball is very much in play. Players colliding downstairs. Garcia tries to put up a block. Polvorosa sets up Glorioso.
For the King Crunchers, in every rotation, you would observe that almost everyone gets a set.
Yes, and is in a democratic procedure, trying to get everybody off and running right away. Hindi pa namumursyento. Tama yan para uminit lahat. It's a good observation as we have the serve. Hala.
Too strong.
Home run.
But this is the case for men, because even their serve, they use it to break the plays of the opponent.
Exactly.
So usually you'll see talagang malakasan yung kanilang
It's a given, It's a given. Jump serves. You rarely see soft stuff here. And that serve of Garcia went haywire there and a little too strong. This serve. Sumanggid. Polvorosa. Oh, that's dumped in cleanly by Glorioso with his second point. We arrive at the first technical timeout. We'll have you back quickly.
Open Conference 2025 live here at the Inares Sports Arena in Pasig. Sev, and with the past 2 games of the Sea Lions, Coach George Pascua mentioned that it is character they are still looking for. Yung character na yan, yung tapang daw when it comes to blocking and receiving, na kinulang sila nung 3rd and 4th set laban sa VNS. Dagdag naman ni Team Captain Greg Dolor, ang mindset daw nila na di mawawala yung win or lose. Sabi ni Coach George, dapat daw mag-enjoy para iwas tight muscles. Actually, kinamusta ko rin si Joven De La Vega. Cleared na raw siya sa sakit at actually larong-laro na. But the team doesn't want to risk it. For now, focus pa rin daw siya with getting healthier so he can go back stronger and better. Back to the panel.
And we wish him well so that he is able to rejoin the team. Our current count right now is 9-5. And a couple of big steps being made here by Criss Cross to pull away in the first set. The serve by Glorioso has scored 3 points so far. Jacob got it. Blocked. Nowhere to go. But it's out. Well, Greg Dolor is going to be marked here. No question about it.
With sets that high also, it's very easy for the King Crunchers to man him.
Sa kabila, hinulog. Kept in play, and that's a missed attempt. Too strong. We've got several tries that have been too much in terms of strength and power. And our score right now, 10-6. Here comes Ish, Polvorosa. Try something different right now. Lyok is there. This is off the block, but still in play. So Manggid is there. Comes the set. Boom! And it kept alive by some hard work in the back row. Almendras, Nico's shot is working.
The blocker's too far from the net as well.
At may element of surprise yung play. Tingnan mo. And you're right. Yep, masyadong malayo nga. And we're gonna listen into George Pascua deliver a message.
Natin makadepensa ng maayos yung nasa likuran at the same time maka-block. Establish lang yung block para yung depensa lumusot sa block, ano pa rin. Kasi yung dito pumapasok, naintindihan. Then high ball naman sila eh. So pagka high ball, ibig sabihin makakapag-establish tayo. Okay lang yung ma-block, normal. Huwag lang yung palong outside kasi kung ma-block, pwede man natin kunin eh, di ba? So may coverage naman tayo. Huwag niyong iwas sa block. Sige, paluin ninyo. No mercy. Ha? Let's go.
Let's go. Dikit natin, Fred. Dikit natin. Let's go.
A very good point. Ito yung blocking, we did point that out earlier, medyo malayo pumapasok. But I think right now what they need to do quickly is to really challenge the King Crunchers. Maraming lumalabas dun sa mga palo nila kanina.
Correct.
But they can't stop. They have to find a way to cleanly score a point.
In whatever way possible and not necessarily through power. This one is in play. So Manggid loves doing that. Here comes the shot of Almendras. Still very much in action. From the back row. Picked up that time by Garcia. Here comes Suarez with the set. Back row. There's a tap by Lyok. Here comes the second longest rally, and it ends quickly. Garcia knocking it into the open hole.
The challenge for Navy is that they're unable to get good first ball right now. So you see that most pinipilit lang iset, trying to save the ball. They're unable to create good plays.
On the side of Navy, we have player number 10, and that is Alfred Pagulong. Let's see what he can do on the floor. Their team currently down by 6. Polvorosa. The set, the attempt rejected, and Dolor is denied entry.
And this is the thing, of course. They know that Dolor will be the top priority. He will be marked, he will be manned, and look at the timing. Just really on point right there for the King Crunchers, getting that block.
Suarez sets up Dolor. The drop. Polvorosa skids on the floor. This is Almendras, and that back row kept the ball alive. It's in the air. Combination! Perfectly done.
Great execution. We expect nothing less. We did say if they get a good first ball, expect these plays. And look at that, leaving Saura with no blocker at all.
Threw off with the first differential flying in the air. That serve in play. Suarez sends it to Delor, who knocks it in. Count 14-7. Some distance has been established by the King Crunchers. Suarez, the setter, all set to serve. Owen serve in play. Malabunga shot in action. Dolor alive. Free ball sent to the other side. Reverse. Blocked off the head of some hands. And it's a free pass to the other side. Polvorosa sets up Almendras. Kaya kong abutin pero hindi na ako tatayo. Wala namang. I love 5 sets, you know. And that's why. Pero ito, Criss Cross, they're dangerous to kung pinilit nila 5 sets. So I'm sure they want to end this quickly. Huh?
Well, you know, they're trying to stay consistent, you know, with the way that they play. Of course, a win is a win. But I think for many of these teams, the quality of wins, yan din tinitingnan din nila yan. And Criss Cross, I was just about to say, you know, that they've improved on their services. They've had 3 earlier. Now it's their 4th service error here in set number 1.
Almendras setting it into the net. Greg Delor all set to serve. Cannonball in play. Garcia. Hindi tao si Garcia. Lumilipad. Umabot po tayo sa DCSIE second technical time.
Yung preparation naman namin, tailored siya for this conference na medyo mabilis yung paghihintay namin from the last conference and then medyo mabilis din itong season na to. It's like a blitzkrieg campaign this time. So, aware naman kami doon and yun yung importante, yung awareness namin na bawat set, bawat game importante. So, hindi kami pwedeng magpabaya. Dapat ipapakita lang namin yung best namin talaga na gustong-gusto namin manalo each and every time.
Alam mo, ano mission din ng Criss Cross. Ano? They first want to win a championship and of course standing in their path. We all know who is there waiting. That's the team that will play in the 3rd game later on. Of course, Signal always been a roadblock for Criss Cross. But this one, 16-9. What a set. What a set. He literally, oh, look at that. That's a kind of set you do when you're in your bedroom at home. And you have a volleyball, and then you try to practice, and the ceiling is your passing partner.
Well, they are doing well. I think the only thing really is at the service line. 5 service errors already at this point. But everything else really on point from their passing, the place, the setting.
Jewel Asia, by the way, is on the floor for the first time as the new setter for Criss Cross. That shot, that attempt down the line is a miss. And that'll bring our count to 18-9. Pascua, George Pascua wants to huddle up. It's time to sneak in and bring in our mics.
Usapan natin Diba? Kanina, ang linaw-linaw. Tinatanong ko kayo kung naiintindihan ninyo. Huwag niyong iiwas sa block kung down the line ka rito. Kasi outside yon. Ngayon, kung gusto mo, sige, patama mo sa block, umaandar yung blocker. Kahit pa paano, may tatapon sa labas. Kaysa tinatapon natin ng labas, yung bola sa labas. Okay lang mag-block, paulit-ulit. Okay lang mag-block, walang problema ron. Pero kung itatapon yung bola, iiwas sa block, yun ang problema. May coverage tayo, magtiwala kayo sa coverage ng kasama natin. Kasi hindi nila kukunin talaga yun sa block eh. Di ba usapan natin, kargahan ng service para kahit pa paano, meron tayong combination attack at kahit pa paano, ma-disorganize yung block. Eh kung puro tayo mo sa service, open-open, walang mangyayari sa atin, ha?
Ay, nako, makes sense.
So,
Diba?
very valid
No,
points
diba?
actually, no? Kasi at this point, they already know they're up against a strong team.
Yep.
I mean, undefeated pa. But hindi pwede yung bigay lang eh. Similar to what the King Crunchers are doing. Binibigatan yung serve.
Yep.
That way, they can't set up.
And in the meantime, they sneak away with something at the net. Castel getting away with the point there. And I think more than anything, George Pascua wants his team to be thinking on the floor to make good decisions. It's all right. Because ang ganda nung dictum na yun. It's all right to be blocked. Of course, it's hurtful pride-wise, but there's another chance after you get blocked. This will work. 2 points in a row now by Navy since that timeout.
Just what they needed. But going back to that point on the block, you should trust actually that your teammates are covering you. So if you hit the ball, you get blocked, it goes back on your court, dapat may coverage.
Your libero is probably there, or another teammate is hustling to keep your possession with it, and Jacob sends it into the net. 7-point lead for Criss Cross. Garcia will be serving. And you just can feel, just watching Criss Cross, the confidence that's oozing from them. Huh?
They seem to really know all the next steps that they want to do. And there's just so many options.
Even if they don't get a point right away, as Delore tries to light up his team with that attack. It's 12-19. Watch this. Chualasia knocked out of position there. Score stands at 12-19. Yok serve into the net.
That is their second service error for this set. If you are down, no, this big, these are the errors you'd want to avoid.
Yeah, those are the no-nos. You need to keep the ball grinding on your side of the floor, and it helps you. Wala nang side out na pag-usapan natin kanina. But you want the possession, as this is pounced upon of the regalo by Greg Delore.
Hopefully that pumps up. Everyone gets the momentum on their side. And siguro ito 1 point at a time. The Navy, they need patience. No? They can't rush it. But at the same time, the King Crunchers is already at 20. So it means that, you know, they have to be on point in every movement that they do.
Or to keep some momentum going in preparation for the next set. In the meantime, that is blocked out. And that will be the 21st point for the King Crunchers here in the first set. The serve. Straight into the middle. Requinton is there. And Requinton can't get to it. He's too far away. 21-14. Watch this.
Caught Malabunga's hand, causing the ball to be a bit off speed.
Owen Suarez's serve in play, and Malabunga gets access to the middle, bounces on it, and brings his team to 22-14. Almendras will serve. Suarez sets. Good combination play. That connects. Jacob knocking that down. I had two players jumping. Watch this. Yep, there you go. Ooh, magnificently done.
Sometimes, hindi nabibigay yung set sa middle or sa opposite, but plays a very big part in scoring a point.
Oh, look at that. That is cleanly hit by Requinton. Bagalay will come in for the first time, pulling out Malabunga. Glorioso returns. Loaded itong lineup kasi din ng Criss Cross.
We haven't seen half of the team that's actually waiting at the sidelines.
Can form 2, even 3 teams with this roster. Nice shot. That's inside.
It looks like they found the angle that would give them the points. Most of these long attacks land at the end line. Not manned, of course, on the side of Criss Cross.
Omar Lyok taking care of matters there. Here comes Herald Domingo. Malabunga got to it. Jude Garcia is Clark Kent. And he is actually Superman in real life.
You know, not one of the tallest, but look at him, like half his body above the net.
You can take a picture of him and you probably think it'll be the logo of the Spikers turf. In the meantime, attack mode, high up and out. Is there? Yep, they got the hands. Alam mo, I'm getting used to I have a lot of fun trying to tell the difference between a basketball player and a volleyball player. Iba yung muscular development ng both athletes from both sides. Iba rin yung swag ng volleyball player. Glorioso. Iba eh. Oh.
Totoo naman.
Iba. And he knocked that in. And we're done. First set dominated by Criss Cross. And I don't think we'll have a change of sides because we'll stay where the teams are right now. We'll prepare you for the second set after this. The challenge. Oh, hang on. Is there a challenge? This is so anticlimactic. Reaching beyond. Ano kaya? Overreach. Ang social, ano? Parang poetry.
Reaching beyond.
Reaching beyond. To infinity and beyond. Diba?
Well, they save 1 point if the challenge is successful.
And the set continues, actually.
They have done well here at the latter part of the set. Yun lang, baka medyo huli na rin.
Sila yata ang over... Hindi. Sila pa nga We're done. We're done. And the set is going to stay at that. 25-17, nothing changes. In. Had some choice cuts from that first set, then clear dominance by Criss Cross in that opening salvo.
Throughout the start of that set, it was a challenge, seemed like a challenge for the Sea Lions. They had a good run, in the latter part, exchange of a point each, no, palitan ng parehong koponan. But again, may have been too late for them to really close it out with the King Crunchers. We have quite good distribution on the side of Criss Cross. Halos lahat talaga nakakontribute, no, sa puntos. Polvorosa made sure everybody worked hard in set number 1. As we look at the stats here, clearly dominated by the King Cruncher, 17 attack points, 11 only produced by the Sealions. Not too much in blocking, but we did see it in the game, no? Just slowing down, just not scored in terms of points. And I think very clear, very similar din with the instruction of Coach George earlier, what the team needs to do to really score the points. Hindi uubra yung simpleng play lang nila outside hitter. They need to challenge the blockers and the defense of the King Crunchers.
Okay, don't forget that UAAP Season 87 Volleyball is live and exclusive here on Signal. Watch it all live on the UAAP Varsity Channel. One Sports and Filipinos Live, because legends start there. Many of the players that we have here actually had their starts in the UAAP. My partner also played in the UAAP. Me, I watched the UAAP. I covered the UAAP. Dami sinabi.
So nice to see a lot of the talents there.
Yeah.
Yan yung mga nagpo-progress, and they're the ones who actually move on to this kind of profession.
Halimbawa, marami dito iba-ibang program. FEU, NU, Ateneo, different schools. Ito kanina pa si Referee Corpus is concerned about the rotation. Now it's all in order. Kailangan kasi in sync yung table notation at saka yung galaw ng players on the floor, because the way the game is designed, you cannot have just one play. Hindi naman gaya ng grade school at high school yan ay isa lang magsaserve. Kailangan lahat umikot. Uh-oh. Hello. Oh, good D. Good D. That's hanging on there. They need, and Dolor says, let's not waste it.
Dolor on his 7th point here in this match.
And Jacob with 2 great digs that kept the ball in play. They scored the first point of the second. Kailangan you have to inspire, and that now is the downside of life, huh? Ang gulong ng buhay. That you just had scored a magnificent point, and suddenly you're unable to get your serve across. Suarez bungling that one. In the meantime, we have Almendras. Liok. Suarez. Hello. Pushed high by Malabo. Hello.
Miscommunication. Kahiyaan, kaagawan.
Tingnan niyo kung ano nangyari rito. Nagkaintindihan yung magkakampi.
Two players trying to go for that ball.
Alam mo kaya ka umiiwas lang sa volleyball? Ayaw mo kasi yung collision eh.
And injuries, of course.
Diba?
No? Although in that case, I think should have been Almendras because siya yung nakaharap sa net.
Yeah. In the meantime, that's long and out. They feel they want a challenge. They will. And Coach Taibundit says, okay. Alam mga coach, alam niyo yung mga coach, panay ang papogi ngayon pagka pagka nagcha-challenge. Alam nila nasa TV sila eh.
Dapat hindi mo tatakpan yung face mo.
Dapat may pose, di ba? May pose dapat. Tapos parang ka nag-i-endorse ng product.
Ito pag may ganito, tinitignan natin, meron bang guilty? Well, it's a block touch, but nobody, usually, if there really is a touch, you'd see that there have been games, no? They would just say, oh yeah, may touch. No need for the challenge.
The honesty, chuvanes, di ba? Chuvanes talaga, no? No, but alam mo, when you feel that the game, sige na, laro na, okay na lang. Sige na. Forget, but if it's crucial, you may be thinking otherwise.
can also happen that, things happen so fast. Sometimes, di nila naramdaman if indeed there was a touch.
Here we go. Tila wala.
Yeah,
Okay.
seemed like it was over the hand.
And that will put our score at 3-1 in favor of the Sea Lions. They lost the first set 25-17. Dolor loads up and they can't sustain it. Hindi magtagal eh.
Oh, and I was gonna say, it's the first time here in this match that they're leading. But the problem that we're seeing is that after they get a point, may error naman nakapalit.
Exactly. 3-2 ang score natin. And they get the point back. That'll make it 4-2. A livelier Navy force is on the floor right now. They seem to be more buoyant.
Seems to be very good in terms of momentum, at least on their side.
Here comes Peter Kiel. Ayan, Yun yung heartbreak.
So far, I think that's the third error already, or second service
Dito
error
sa
here in
set
the
nito.
set.
Kasi kanina may isa pa. So second na. Saura will serve. Nips the net. Kaling King got to it. And this is a bullet that could not be dodged by Criss Cross. Liok knocking that down. Omar Liok's delivery has made it 5-3. He's at the service area right now. Clean serve. Off the hands. Uh-oh, net touch. Clearly so, and the net still dancing.
Sabi ni Suarez, hindi yun man sinasadya eh.
Well.
I think yan yung sabit.
5-4, well. Kaling King. Suarez. Domingo shot. Oh, the open area. Glorioso knocking it in. That'll be 4 for Glorioso.
It's just a single block right there.
Cannonball serve. Jacob reached for by Garcia. Blocked. Return to sender. Almendra said, bakit ako?
Nakahiga pa ako.
Oh, di pa ako gising. And look at this. The Navy sailing to the high seas with a little more confidence here.
Definitely a much better set as we look at that. Sabi niyo, oy, natawa na lang din siya. Ba't ako? But for the Navy, on the other hand, ito yung magandang bawi. This is a much better start for them, really challenging the King Crunchers.
Oh, that will be in. Asia with a clean set. And a delivery by Saura. George Pasco has been working tirelessly on their defensive formation more than anything else.
It's been tough to really predict and get a good read dito sa offense ng King Crunchers.
6 apiece to Lord. Door shut. Stab is not going to count. Dolor finds a spot and gets the point through a very hard route.
Saura not pleased with that error.
Domingo will serve. Better serving by the Navy. Saura with a crafty move.
Playing smart, and you see the pattern, no? We're looking at the King Crunchers. Nagkamali si Saura nung una. Binigyan siya ng bola to be able to make up for it. But this set got crafty and got that point.
Alam mo, as setter, gotta read those moments wherein you want your players, your attackers to gain confidence, makabawi, 8-7.
Sev, and kung babalikan natin, no, Kim Malabunga had an injury last year with a dislocated right ankle and sprained naman yung sa kaliwa. He's still recovering dahil di niya raw nararamdaman during games. Pero nako, pagkatapos naman daw niya iniinda, may ngalay pa rin daw. Despite that, their mantra is still that heart-strong mantra. And for Kim, game is game. Nakapag-POG pa nga last time. But Kim is still focusing on his conditioning dahil iba pa rin daw yung confidence niya nung 100% healthy siya. Back to the panel.
Alam mo, ganun lang ang player eh. Sabihin mo, may injury, kailangan may therapy. Paglaro na.
Nakakalimutan niya lahat.
Training man, hindi ayaw pa yan. Pero game na, madali yan. And that's hard to manage. Yung the injuries on both feet. In the meantime, power meeting passion here. 8-all is the count here in the second. The first set went the way of Criss Cross. If you're just joining us, 25-17.
I want to say that for the King Crunchers, wow, this is a strong front line. But it seems like every rotation, no, they have the material, they have the talent right there.
Para silang merong curtain sa bahay na kahit reversible ba. In the meantime, sumanggid, that rushed off its hands. And the Navy is back in business in front by 1.
I think malaking bagay yung sinabi ni Coach George din kanina. Okay, matakot ma-block. So right now, even if they have blockers, ito natin, they really find ways, maipasok lang. Kung ma-block, trust that the coverage is there.
Di reset. Recycle. Basta sa atin ang bola ulit. Let's go. Oh, yes, sir. Dolor. Wala mo ba serve? Malabunga waiting for a call, didn't get any, and they got the whistle from a different route.
Well, they say they cannot stop, and as what we have seen, no, they had to continue on even if they're saying may violation. If there is no whistle, the game continues.
You play on, and Saura, as captain, trying to get an explanation from second referee Ryan Vincent Corpus. In the meantime, this serve. We are tied at 9. Combination. Regalo, not quite. There's a roll on the floor by Kaling King. And the point. Although they come in trickles, the Navy happy because they're still in the lead.
And they are more aggressive.
That's clear. That's a good point. They seem to be more buoyant. Dumaan na sa magulong bahagi ng karagatan.
May blessing na kasi. Sabi, di bali ma-block kayo. Basta lakasan ninyo, umatake kayo.
Patag na yung dagat. That's what most fishermen say in Zambales and Palawan, actually.
It's just that yung service talaga nila. 4 service errors already in this set.
They could have been possibly leading, but here we are. 10-all. Kaling King with good strong hands. Jacob knocking that down.
And more names really contributing here for the Navy. Jacob only scored 1 point in the earlier set. Dolor, of course, leading Navy. Very good numbers as well, no? 53% success in terms of attack conversion.
And Dolor in double digits already. In the meantime, Sumangid watched it sail out. They obtained the point, and we're squared at 11. Jude Garcia is all set to serve. Into the net we go, and the lead back in the hands of the Navy.
First service error here in this set for the King Crunchers.
Our score is 12-11. I think we may have to make an... Yep, there is the adjustment on your screens.
It's like parang ano, for reference of the older generation, parang ano, Metro Taxi. Yung service errors now, 6 errors.
Kinlarify talaga eh, no?
Older reference.
Pag
diba?
wala kang pera, no, kinakabahan ka. Abot mo itong pera ko. Diyan na holes tabi. In the meantime, Dolor unfazed, undeterred by whatever Criss Cross comes up with, blasts away. Watch this. Such a great talent. He can read the hands of the block, avoids it.
11 points now in this match for Dolor.
And Harold Domingos serving play. Oh, it's outside. It may have appeared that it brushed against somebody, but it wasn't so. 2-point lead by the Sea Lions. Domingo. Nice play down the middle, and they get it on the second route.
And this is what we haven't seen much of here in the second set. The middle is not as busy when it comes to sets.
Asia with a serve. Combination. Dolor uncorks. Asia sets. Chance. Setup job from the rear. Down and out. Liok taking care of matters. Watch this. Left-handed swing in control. 2-point lead by the men of the sea. Suarez is serving play. Playable, but the net is dancing. Yep, then we arrive at 16. Technical timeout. Can the Navy hang on to make it at least a chance for 4 sets? We'll see.
Presence kasi ni Coach George is napakalaking bagay sa amin. Hindi lang siya regarding sa volleyball. Kumbaga, marirelate mo yung mga motivational quotes na sinasabi niya sa amin lagi na kumbaga sa part namin as a player is mamomotivate ka talaga is kahit nahihirapan ka na, pagod ka na, laban lang. Lahat ng sinasabi ni Coach is hindi lang namin pinapasok sa utak namin. Kumbaga, kailangan lagi namin sinasa puso.
Mamaya na yung sasabihin ko tungkol kay George kasi gusto kong sabihin, UAAP Season 87 Volleyball, where also George Pasco came from, live and exclusive here on Signal. Catch it live here on the UAAP Varsity Channel, One Sports in Philippines Live, because legends do start in the UAAP and the tournament. First round, waxing hot, a lot of drama already happening there. In the meantime, a better second set by the Navy, but you know, if you're Criss Cross, you don't want to give this Navy team some oxygen to get them going. Almendras will serve.
And earlier, no, we saw how happy din syempre itong Navy with the turnout of this set. I think it's all about getting that confidence. And yan yung nakikita natin sa kanila ngayon.
You see that in the smiles of Jacob, of Dolor. And look at that. That's going to count. And it's a 3-point lead by the Navy here in the second. Greg Dolor with the honors to serve. And he has done that many points. Sumanggid with some hands on it. This is a whip. That's declared out. Wala sa timing biglang Criss Cross dito sa second set.
And you see that they're very quiet right now.
Which means that they're tense. Which means that they're anxious about the second set not going their way. They're down currently by 4. What a serve by Dolor. And the net being dabbed here. And it's going to be a point for Criss Cross.
Might be a good way to stop the scoring of the Navy for now. Criss Cross has struggled. No? Hirap eh. Pa-isa-isa lang yung puntos nila. They haven't had a good run. And it continues.
Not the same team that played the first set, actually. So some anxious moments on the side of Criss Cross as a 4-point lead is re-established. Kiel. Oh, look at that, straight and true. I'm saying, di tao to.
Oh, Coach
Flies.
George really very active at the sideline. After that kill, lumapit agad siya dun sa depensa. And, you know, I think explaining and breaking it down. Paano dapat kayo kanina? Bakit nagland yung bola dun?
Okay, a change on the side of Criss Cross. Requinton is back in for Saura. Jaron with another stint on the floor. Ooh. Wild and woolly serve. And a 4-point lead again by the Navy. Here's Leok. Omar's serve in action. Reverse set by Polverosa. That is hit out. And Glorioso continues to add on to his output. We have some changes. Karunungan, Airami on the floor for the Navy.
Some urgency here for the King Crunchers. They've been down most of this set number 2.
Colin King. Off the hands. Polverosa. Return. Sumanggid. The stretch. Colin King makes it a set. The drop. It's going to be one of those long rallies. This could take a while. But again, sometimes when I say that, it ends.
That's one of the longer exchanges that we have seen. Still not smiling though, the King Crunchers.
17-20, there's a challenge, a foot fault. Sometimes I wonder, pwede ba natin challenge? Ano pa meron dyan?
Well, that was a back row attack. Someone may have seen some stepping on the line.
You know, I kid a lot, but you know, to be fair, the coaches, they see everything. I know some players who told me, alam mo, they're like teachers. Diba? They know that you're doing something funny at the end of the bench. They know your body language. Ito. Oh.
Well, he may have landed after the line, but his approach was right behind the line. So that was clean.
Suarez returns, Lyok returns, pulling out Karunungan and Hairamni.
Oh, that is a quick one, but
Yeah.
I think this is also the Navy trying to secure this set. Sayang, no? They already have this lead.
We may never have another chance, so might as well get one and be very much in the match.
There are two things in their favor. One is they're moving much better. Second is that the King Crunchers seem to have lost their way
Yes.
somehow here
And
in this set.
Lost their way. That's a good way of putting it. In the meantime, this is prepared. It's airborne. Polvorosa. Nowhere to go. It does not cross. Hit low. Almendres all dressed up. Nowhere to go there. We will have the serve of Jacob. In play. That's straight, but playable. Good counter by Garcia. Equally good stoppage on the other end. That will not cross.
Sabi ni Dulo, nakakapagod din. I mean,
Yeah.
those exchanges, but all with so much power. Gotta give credit to the defense of both teams.
21-19. The Navy not yet out of the troubled area of the waters. Bagalay. Good set. Polvorosa, good set as well. Off the block. And here comes Criss Cross. Coach George Pasco wants to huddle up his team. Their lead has diminished here.
Again, ulitin ko sa inyo yung block natin, pabayaan nyo sila mag-down the line. Wala pa naman silang pinapalong down the line. Mayroon tayong depensa. Kaysa yung bola, tumatama sa atin, tinatapon natin. Yun ang mahirap depensa. Tandaan nyo So establish ang block, establish ang depensa natin. Pabayaan mag-down the line. Ang pinakamaraming palo nila is cross-court. So, natintindihan natin. Tapos pag-out system, medyo babagalin mo ng konti kasi galing sa block yung Sige, okay. Then dami ko ng back row. Commit kayo, middle. Commit. Para anytime, pwede kayong bigyan, Okay, let's go.
I like how specific he is, no, during the huddles. Really, more of like, kumbaga sa doktor may prescription, ito yung gagawin natin. And
ito ang problema mo.
ito yung problema. And something like that, but you know, it makes it more actionable for the players. You're not leaving them to guess. Oo nga naman, down the line, wala namang nagda-down the line sa kanila. Bakit dyan ka magbabantay? Sometimes, sa bilis ng nangyayari sa loob ng court, you have to be reminded from an outsider's perspective as we have a challenge here.
The call is
Net fault, I believe, is...
yeah. Now, pursue the point. Yung kay George Pasco, the instructions were crystal clear, actually.
You know, he doesn't leave any room for misinterpretation. I think that's the good thing that we are seeing and we are hearing.
Is the challenge still on? I think, no. I think there's an admission already. So, we're tied at 21. We are tied at 21. No sense in crying over the lead that you lost. You just play on. Castel is back in the game. On two. Polvorosa reverses. Kaling King. Strong, steady arms.
Ooh,
And
nagkabuhol-buhol.
die in the water.
Now they've enjoyed the lead for most of this set.
Yeah, by as much as 4 points. Okay, now look at the coaching of George Pasco. Settle down. Settle down.
He needs to get everyone to relax.
Forget about that. Okay na yun.
Move on. Now, time to set up another play.
That's blocked. recycled offense. Dolor on course, cuts it, it's down and out. Lead is still, no. We're still tied right now at 22. This is a very entertaining second set.
You know, such a stark difference from what we've seen
Yes,
from the Navy in set number 1. That was an easy win
Yeah.
for the King Crunchers, but now you really see them challenging.
And they have recharged their batteries here. But that is undeniably straight and on target, Almendras. Timeout requested by George Pasco. His team has lost the lead again.
Unang cross, yun naman depensa. Pag nakita yung single block, forward na kayo. Pag mayroon kayo nakitang gap, yung depensa mo, dapat kung nato sa peso, kuha mo yun eh. Ang nangyari, bumaba ka rito eh. So yun lang nawawala sa atin. Nawawala yung disiplina natin. So sa defense pattern, nandun tayo, umaalis tayo, bumabagsak mo. Try ulit natin ibalik kanina. Yung first 20 points, ang ganda ng synchronization ng depensa natin. Gawin natin ulit. Huwag lang kayo mawawala, ha? Okay, let's go.
Let's go! Navy!
Really very consistent. Breaking it down. Point by point.
Hindi ano eh, no? Hindi yung, ano ba kayo? Hindi ba ginagawa natin sa training yan? Di ba? Ano, hindi yung hearts and minds
Oh,
eh.
ito actionable
Ito,
talaga eh. Parang what adjustments do I expect you to do? Kumbaga, pag bumalik kayo doon at hindi mo nagawa, eh di ba sinabi ko na?
It's it's in the moment coaching eh. And the players, and this is not because they cannot get everything. They're still huffing and puffing. They're still concerned about their performance. They need to hear something simple and manageable. 1 point lead. Dolor, caught with his hand in the cookie jar. Malabunga brings the other side to set point.
So it seemed like a set that was for the Navy to win. That is what we saw, and that is what Coach George pointed out earlier. Ang ganda ng paumpisa, but it is the end game.
The first
that-
20 points.
Oh, it's the end game that they seem to be missing here.
Dolor, Sumanggid crashes to the floor. And this is overcooked. It's overcooked. And Taibundit wants to challenge it, perhaps in the interest to end the set already. Net fault. Nice smile, coach.
Well, they will smile a lot later if this challenge will be successful.
Your heart goes out for the Navy because they had the lead through several stretches of as much as 4 points on several occasions, at least 3 occasions during the second set.
And it really seemed like they were going to take this set.
Yeah. It was theirs for the taking, actually. Challenge still being reviewed currently. Here is the decision. Parang wala.
Seemed like there wasn't any touch on the side of Navy.
So, unsuccessful challenge. Chance again for the Navy to equalize, saving 1 set point. Ooh, almost didn't make it. Chance. Dolores in the clear. We're tied.
And that was a great target for Dolor. Huge space in between the blockers.
And Taibundit wants to huddle up his team. They've lost the momentum in the last 2 points.
Get 1 point. One low already, good point. Okay, coach. Get next point. Isa.
Talk of making the game simple. It's either happy or 1 point. You get the idea.
Well, for now, they will be on the receiving end.
Yes.
So if they get a good pass, which has been their strength in their previous game. Malabunga is also a frontliner. They may have something there.
Yeah. The number on Suarez, you saw that earlier. That's outside. And suddenly it's the Navy at set point. Table is reversed.
And you gotta love the celebration on the side of Navy.
Kasi tama yung sabi mo eh, ibang team itong dumating eh. Ang bigat ng paglalakad, paglalaro ng Navy ng first set. Yeah, they lost it 25-17. But here, with a chance to tie up the set count. Won't happen yet. We're tied again. Tama si George. You have to block the first attempt. You have to deflect it. You're unable to do so. Mahirap pag diretso eh. The blocking up, not in place.
And you know, yun yung sinasabi natin, first line of defense is at the net. And you have your
Correct,
floor
yeah.
defense as well.
That's out. Well read. Another set point for the Navy.
Well, this is a much more difficult set para sa King Crunchers.
But Kaling King was ready, huh? No matter what happened there. If he needed to go for it, he would have.
Just 1 point. That's all the Navy needs.
And we are done. We are tied in the set count. We are going at least 4 here. And the action, the passion, and the entertainment value of this match living up to its billing. We are tied in the set count after 25-17 in the first go.
PGJC Navy Sealions getting the win 25-27. As we look at some highlights for set number 2, it was an entirely different Sea Lions team we saw in that set. They had a very good start. They led for most part of the set until the latter part where the King Crunchers managed to tie it with them, challenge them a bit, but eventually they did emerge as the winners of that set. And we have to give credit to the strong offense that was delivered by Dolor. Already 15 points in this match, but equally the support of the rest of their attackers, likewise their defense, really challenged the King Crunchers in set number 2. Now we look at the stats. A different story this time around. 15 attack points for the Sea Lions, much more than what was produced by the King Crunchers at only 13. Quite even pagdating sa kanilang blocking. I think what both teams need to realize, though, is that they did give away too many points from their errors. Double digit for set number 2, both teams giving away 11. So a lot of things to look into coming into set number 3, Arena Plus, Astig sa Sports. For those, of course, rooting for the Navy, you would want that they carry on the momentum here in set number 3, while for those rooting for the King Crunchers, it is a wake-up call after having lost that second set to the Navy. It really matters, no, Sev, if you start off the set strong.
Yep, and it's so evident, and both sides have had their early rush, and Criss Cross had theirs in the first, and you have correctly pointed out, it was a more confident, more, let's put it this way, livelier Navy team that hit the floor in the second set. That's why we're tied at 1 set apiece. And that second set was not easy at 27-25. That could have gone either way, actually.
That's true. But I think one of the, as the stats has shown, no, mas konti yung atake ng King Crunchers. And right now, if we look at the numbers for the team, no, we have Saura, Garcia, Almendras, all with 7 points. Glorioso with 5, Malabunga with 4. Meanwhile, shifting to the side of Navy, Dolor really living up to what we have talked about during the pregame. Talagang really carrying the load here for the Navy. 15 points, Liok with 5, Jacob with 4, Kiel with 2, Castel with 1. So there's more people actually contributing here on the side of Navy.
And the rotation of Criss Cross didn't swing around as well for them to launch that many attacks. In the meantime, look at the airtight defense on that one. That's sealed. Now, it's Criss Cross that needs some inspiration here. Watch this. Well done that time. Dolor and Kiel conniving. However, ito naman ang naging Achilles heel nitong koponan ng Navy. They need, to use a tennis term, they have to hold their serve. Angelo Nicolas Almendras. Suarez hustles. That's Dolor again, just piling up those points. Ilan na total ni Dolor?
Dolor now with 16.
Mahina ang 25-30 dito.
Oh, but you know, they really are heavily relying on him. But I think what worked in the second set was that kahit pasulpot-sulpot, no, you will see that the others also score some points.
Yes, Jacob made some contributions. In the meantime, the shot of Garcia is neutralized. Sumanget pushes it into the air. Polvorosa with that twisting set. And net. The most depressing call in all of volleyball, the net touch.
Ganda-ganda nung rally, no? But nag-net ako.
Ito yun. Saka nung araw, they would call the net violation on hair touches. Now, not anymore. They become a little more forgiving, especially on the women's side. This one is on target, and Kiel bullets it in. PJN playing with a better outlook here in the second and third sets. And again, this is the story of their life.
Second service error. They had 2 service errors in set number 1, 6 service errors in set number 2, and they're on to their second here in set number 3.
And somebody's getting a lecture on how to serve. That's the familiar training for demand serving.
Oh,
no?
Yung contact sa bola. Because I think Coach George saw kanina, hindi maganda yung contact.
Bilis ng coaching technique ni George Basco in the meantime. Tough angle. Almendras, however, alert. Garcia in the air, but nowhere to go.
One of the things really working here for the Navy, you see their blocking, really challenging the attackers of the King Crunchers.
Yeah, give them something to think about. Just put up your hands, jump into it. Navy with a slight edge here in this third set. Jacob with a big bullet. And the defense at work. Polvorosa says, oh, that's too much. Saura.
Similar start that we are seeing.
Agigil, agigil.
Oo.
Gusto ahabol, ahabol. Pero agigil, agigil. Ito na si Jacob. Hello. Glorioso was primed for that one, but that's out.
Just
Ty Bondit is making a signal along the bench. He wants Bagalay to come in. Garcia has not connected really. At least here in the third.
we'll see if this bunot will reverse things for the King Cruncher. Sometimes that's just what you need. And again, iba yung perspective no ng player na nakakita ng error as we add another service error for the Navy.
Para siyang haiku. Di ba? It's the Japanese poem. It's so predictable. They get a point, they score a point, and then serve badly.
And, sayang, no? Because you want the momentum to keep on
You gotta hold
going.
I know we don't have the side out thing anymore, but you need to hold your serve. It's your first weapon. In the meantime, they hang on. It's still the Navy in the lead by 3.
No one's smiling on the side of Criss Cross.
Nawala yung joy of the game. May tension na eh. Samantala, Navy managing to jump up and down with some points, but they need a better serve. They need a better serve.
Parang ano, you know, I'm at a loss for words, but it just keeps coming.
This reminds you of your high school coach. Ipasok mo lang.
Oo because there's
Ipasok mo lang.
higher chance na kahit nga palabas yung bola, sinasabi ng coaches na alam mo, pag outside yan, minsan baka hindi nila mabasa kung yun pa nila. But if it goes straight to the net, then it's done.
Almendres was blocked. Polvorosa says, get out. Dolor. There's a net touch. It's on Almendres or on Malabunga. Anyway, Navy arrives at the port ahead of the technical timeout.
Welcome back. Here where power meets passion, Spiker Surf Open Conference 2025. Sev, and it was previously mentioned that PGJC Navy player Joven de la Vega is still recovering from pneumonia, and stepping up in his place is a former University of Mindanao student and player John Ashley Jacob. At anong college, kwento niya, opposite daw yung role niya. But here at the Spiker Surf, naging opener na siya. So when given the chance to play again as an opposite during their VNS match, iba raw yung pagiging komportable niya, kaya naman kitang-kita naman with the past set and even now. And now, ngayon naman, no, 7, and let's hear their thoughts over on X. Here we have at Supremo QT, let's go Criss Cross, let's get that win. And at R. Del Yomes Garcia, ang CC Rondina ng hashtag SpikerSurf 2025 through top scorer kahit ma-error. What are your thoughts, Sev, Ann?
Si Sisi at si Jude magkikita sa langit mamaya. May planong lumipad galing sa airport papuntang Himpapawid. That's a great post. Huh? That's a great post. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much, Denise, for that one. In the meantime, butas, butas, butas. This is where the coaching has helped them. Diba? Of course, we are, to be fair, of course, I'm sure Ty Bundit would like to express the same. But what George Pasco has done is to work on the skills of his team. Let's work on this. Let's be smart. Let's play properly. Ooh, sumanggid with a spin on the floor. Oh, the blocking. Airtight.
Things just really going the way of the Navy. But yun siguro yung babalikan nga natin, no? Because the instructions are very actionable. The players know what adjustments they need to make.
Reckenton makes his third appearance in the match. And now, some tradition being broken. A clean serve. In the meantime, King, not in the right place as Almendres found the space.
It's just what they need.
(10-7) tally. 7 serving against 10. Suarez is set in play. Bagalay knocking that down.
Well, they need it. Right now, it is the Navy leading in terms of attacks. 5 attack points. While they've only, that is their second for this set.
This serve. Suarez, the quick is rejected. Recycled offense. Dolor. Polverosa. Putong-puto. Pagalay. In the air we go. That's rejected.
Second block point for the King Crunchers.
Bagalay has added some energy into this Criss Cross game. Huh?
And, you know, I think that's what they need. Because we did mention earlier, iba yung body language, wala nang tumatawa. Of course, easier said than done, natatawa ka, down ka nga, diba? But this is the kind of energy they're lacking.
This one is in. Dolor is back, scoring. And the lead is maintained at 11-9. You know, let's credit Suarez, huh? He's done a good job of going to Dolor when they need the points. Here comes Dolor. Bagala is blocked and he wanted to jump over Andre Mulia, but that's not allowed.
Ako naman, wanting to get into inaabot yung bola, but
Instinct ng dating naglaro, ano? Tumaganon eh. Actually, maglakad ka sa gitna ng volleyball court. Ikaw dati kang player.
ayun.
Hindi ka tatamaan eh. Alam mo, sisikuhin mo, tataas mo, ulo. Boom! Sumanggit.
Oh, Bagalay.
Just flying. Suarez. Oh, that's low. Greg Dolor. Taas mo. Sabi ni George Pasqua. Mababa eh. Alam mo yung pipe attack, kailangan mataas yung set. Hindi quick yan eh. In the meantime, Intal sees action for the first time. Here comes Malabong, huh? King. Pagalay cuts it up. It's one hand on the floor by Liop. Oh! Jacob knocking that down.
Itong si Jacob, gising na gising here in the last 2 sets.
Ito, tingnan mo yung kuha ni Liop na yung lalim. Hello. Ganda eh. Pag lumipad ka, no? In the corner of your eye, you can see actually kung sining hindi handa yung kamay. Doon mo padala.
And with men playing volleyball, the hang time is there. So
Okay.
they're able to scan also. Yes, net violation.
Against, I think, probably Jacob. Yeah.
That leaves some room right here for the King Crunchers.
Yep. Kasi nasabi ng coaches, diin mo yung blank.
Ito, diniin niya.
Diniin nga. Silyado. Intal getting into the heart of the action. Yep, got it. Jacob. That's out. And we are tied. Medyo ang Navy naman ang nanggigigil sa kabilang panig.
They have to take care of the good start that they have.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
Sila naman yun ang parang mabigat ang, ang
Ito,
paa.
yun yung naging diferensya ngayon on the side of the King Crunchers. The entry of Bagalay really changed the body language.
Correct. In the meantime, Jacob with a retaliation restores the lead to the Navy, 14-13. Ito si Sumanggit, pumupunta somewhere, no, sa National Bookstore, naghahanap ng mga dinidikit niya sa mukha niya, no? May Australia eh. Hello, Bagalay. One of the most interesting characters. Lusoto, Intal stretching on the floor. And Bagalay is the energizer of this Criss Cross team.
Even during the huddle, I heard him really telling his teammates, guys, usap tayo, ingay tayo sa loob. And, he's bringing positive energy for the King Crunchers.
Again, here comes Philip Bagala. Jacob on the receiving end. Sumanggit crashing to the floor anew. One hand on it. This is tough. Free ball. He should. That's alive. Aray ko. But that's alive. Suarez hurting. But he's okay. Checking his knee. He crashed into the A-board here.
That's being checked if he's okay. Gives it a thumbs up. He's fine.
Babalasan ng konti si George Vasco. Babalik si Jairami. Labas si Jacob. Balik si Karanguan. Yep, Karangyan. Kasi binangga talaga ni Suarez tong board. But it was very much in play. King Crunchers ahead by 1. Requinton, Polverosa, Almendres, one-hand recovery that time. Requinton, joust at the net, nowhere to go.
Gotta keep pushing, yan ang sabi ng Navy.
We've had some furious exchanges in the last 2 sets. Here comes Liok. Malakas. Malakas.
Masyadong malakas.
And the age-old
fans can expect a hungrier Criss Cross, more motivated, and of course, expect na every match talaga happy lang. Even though I don't sound happy, we'll be happy.
Pinaka-happy niya na yun. Yun na yun. Get your daily dose of sports updates on Starting Lineup. Mondays to Fridays, 6:30 p.m. Live on Pilipinas Live, the app, and on One News. Also available on One Sports and One Sports Plus. He had the best smile there. Tontuwa siya sa ginawa niya. Oh, look at this. Greg Galore. Ilang 100 points na bang ginagawa niya? 20 na yata, no? 20 na nga.
Oo.
Wala, normal.
He's hindi the go-to person para dito sa Navy.
16 all. Sets are tied, 1 apiece. One hand on it. And Almendra says, I'll take that. Not the most powerful of blasts, but even the gentlest tap, as long as you have the lead, you're okay.
I think one thing that the King Crunchers realize is that nakukuha na yung malalakas na palo. They have to be more creative
correct.
With their attacks.
17-16. The Lord denied. They're kicking it around. They keep it in play. Polvorosa checks. Almendras with a fireball. And it's time to huddle up the Sea Lions again. Normally, you would say there's a technical problem. No, not this time. May nakatulog sa pansitan. Ang tense na nga nung laban. Siseryosohin pa natin. Kayo naman. Ito. Hala, Polvorosa. Hello. Ito, regalo! Oh, tinamaan ni Nico yung net.
And, you know, he
He admitted.
No point in denying, sabi niya.
Kita.
Broad daylight, kitang-kita.
Ayun. Lumalakas yung mga serve. Combination. Huli. Tinaas. Buhay pa. Sa dulo pinadala. Bagalay. Almendras. Yes, bawing-bawi. Kuha-kuha.
Bawing-bawi agad. But, you know, that's how it should be. You commit a violation, you commit a mistake. Bawi agad.
Suarez back in. Karangian is out. Irami is also out. So they're going full force here.
The tough thing on the side of the Navy at this point, ano, so kanina they had a chance, no? Meron silang lead, but it's really just the number of errors. I mean, 9 giveaway points here in this set. Ang King Crunchers only with 3 errors so far.
In the meantime, Almendras touched it before it went out. You don't want that to happen, but it does. His hands were out of position. Well, we play on. 18-19. Dolor will serve. And the rhythm of this game continues in that aspect for the Navy.
It happens to the best of them, pero it has been a big problem
Yeah.
for today's game.
Anthony Arbasto will make a service appearance. That to me is the hardest job in volleyball. Ice cold, you serve. Daling sabihin, you should always be warmed up. Arbasto gets to it. Playable. The set. Back row is burned. And it's a one-point affair here in the third.
Dolor just really showing no matter where he is, front line, back line, I got you guys.
He could even be in the referee's position and he would still score. In the meantime, oh, well done! Requinton knocking that in.
One of the cleaner hits of Requinton in this match, but on the side of Navy, no, kahit nasa likod na. As we look at this replay, look at that statement attack.
Statement attack, well said.
Oo, but dito naman sa kabilang side, Dolor making a statement as well. 22 points already for this game.
Oh, this is clean. Jacob with a very outstanding performance, really complimenting Dolor in this game. Alam mo, maganda kasi kay Jacob, hindi siya ini-expect pumalo nitong Criss Cross. Nagugulat sila eh. Oh? Bang! Right there. Everybody's concerned with Dolor. Now Jacob needs to get his serve in. Magala! And Jacob apologizes to John. Buti nga ngayon, nag-apologize. There was an era, walang apology.
Wala, oo. But again, itong mga to magkakasama rin to kasi.
Sa national team, dati sa school teams, di ba? So, mabuti naman nag-improve. Ang human race, in the meantime, huli. Tinaas. Jacob missed it. Ganda ng intensyon.
Pointing to the line, pero
challenge yata. Challenge yata. Why not? Coconut. Let's do it. Jacob Fields. Whether it's ball in or ball out.
Clearly out.
Oo, lakas eh. At heart, si George Pasco, college coach pa rin eh. Di ba, yung teaching niya. Di ba, yung the way he coaches. Yung iba pag nagko-coach strategy na eh, di ba? Pero siya, patient siya doon sa skills.
So we saw how it turned out for them in the second set. Ngayon lang talagang the King Crunchers not backing down.
Yung iba naman, konti sinasabi. Iba, marami sinasabi.
Different approach for different
folks. Hello. Huli, tataas. Ish spinning around. Runner. Hello. Pwede yun, ha? Si referee Velarde, umilag na nga eh.
Pwede naman, siya yung pumalo pagkatapos.
Okay. 24-20. Set point tayo.
So, mas marami tayong service error. 6 service error na. Avoid lang. Lahat naman yung pinunto sila, error lang naman natin eh. So, naintindihan. So, minimize lang natin, boys. So, split ka ulit. Greg, dito ka ulit sa gitna. Habol lang tayo, boys. Go.
Ito nangyari. Atras. Yung mamang may silya doon, umatras. Ooh.
Dalawa silang nagkaroon ng konting scare. Nabangga nung isa. Nag-shake yung
Naalog eh.
naalog.
Nagtatawanan yung mga
Oo,
referee
eh.
dito. Oh! Mintis sa toss. King King. On two! And we're done. Steadier play by Criss Cross here in the third. They held on and just broke the backs of the Navy. But the Navy not out of this yet. They still have a chance. Our game has Criss Cross leading. $7.25 yan. Set 3 highlights, papunta pa tayo ng fourth set. Umaati ka mo ang aksyon dito. Kasi lumaban itong Navy eh.
You know, they had a good start. At the beginning, meron sila mga 4-point run. But the turning point in set number 3 was when the King Crunchers scored their 10th point. From there, parang dire-diretso na. They got their groove back. And I think one of the, yung sabi nga natin magic bunot,
Si
Bagala,
Bagala,
yes, was a big factor, I believe, no, in terms of like shifting the energy positively for the King
Very
Crunchers.
well said. Kasi yung pagpasok niya, buoyant siya. Sa tara, bigay niyo yung bola sa akin. He scored 2 points quickly. And it was a different King Crunchers team as we take a look at the numbers.
You know, quite close when it comes to attacks and blockings. But overall, because of the double-digit errors again, no, na pinamigay ng Navy, they gave away 11 points. Made it a little bit more easier for the King Crunchers to close out that set.
Kinakantsawan na ako ng mga referee dito eh. May ano daw ito, nanganganib na 5 sets ito. Kasi
Sabi nga natin, di ba?
Kasi ang lakas kumangantsaw sa kanila pag 5 sets. Yung nag-PBL kami nung sa last weekend, sabi ko, pag kayo umabot ng 5 sets, palalanguin ko kayo, pabalik na Maynila.
Ngayon,
Eto, ako lalangoy.
naumpisahan natin. We started off this day with a 5-setter.
Yung isang ali kanina.
Ano ba naman yung ituloy natin?
Diba?
Ang tradisyon.
Ano sabi ni Noreen? I love 5 sets.
Hindi ko sure kung matutuwa yung teams, no? Pag sinabi we love 5 sets. Because most of them, of course, if they can close it out in straight sets, yan ang gusto nila.
Yung BNS, nagwa-warm up dun sa hallway, pero ayaw na nila muna kasi
Pahinga muna tayo.
Hindi. Nakasawa ng mag-stretching. Walang mangyayari sa atin dito. Panoorin natin muna to. So, suddenly, it's easy to say what are the adjustments of Navy. They've adjusted actually. But it's the breaks of that third that just was their undoing. Biglang yung energy ni Bagalay, yung pag-tighten up, Requinton also had some points. So, they got from the most unusual or probably most unlikely sources. That does not augur well for Almendras, who didn't see the ball behind him. Watch this. Tatalikod.
Ay, sabi niya, dito sa kabila.
Almendras wants it back. King King says, no way. Dolor has to heave it over. Did he get the corner? No, he did not. Alam mo yung mga player, ano, hindi naman pagpipilitan mag-challenge kung hindi kailangan. Pag out, sige. Si Requinton, tumakbo. Did he get it? Yes, he did.
Sabi
Ang
niya,
layo ng takbo ni Requinton, ha?
sabi niya, ito, papasok na to. But they need a stronger start. I mean, they did get the previous set, but it was so different.
See where hindi na ano yan eh. Diyan na siya noon eh. Pero ang layo ng pinanggalingan niya.
Kaya daw nung hakbang niya. I mean, the long strides.
Hello, down the middle we dance. Polvorosa checks the horizon. That is foiled.
What a block.
This is one of the liveliest Spikers Turf games in recent history. This is well fought and well played.
Can you see the intention for that block talaga dinala sa likod?
It's just unfortunate one team has to lose and think about it all night long. Pagalay, Kaling King, regalo! Requinton! That's the way to hit the regalo. No return.
Oh, no return dapat. And you know that angle also. Vertical jump.
One hand. Too far away. It looked like Polvorosa had a chance, but he was just too far away. It's a 4-2 count here in the fourth.
Again, a good start for the Navy.
Peter Kiel getting his guns going here, and he will serve. Polvorosa checks. This guy is beginning to percolate.
Getting his momentum. He had a slow start earlier, no? Parang kinakapa niya yung opensa niya. But third set, and up until now in the fourth set, you see that he's very comfortable.
Sharon Requinton delivering. Oh, regalo. And Magalay. Too many gifts. And it's not even Valentine's. It's not even Christmas. Too many being given away by the Navy. And if you play this game and you're at the net, you see the regalo, it's such a delicious serving for you. Oh! Jacob losing his focus on that attempted toss. To be fair, kung minsan pag sumiserve, dumadating sa'yo, nalilito ka kung ito-toss mo, ididig mo, then you make the last minute split-second decision, that could mess you up.
And that was a floater.
This one is off target. Nasasayangan si Coach Tai kasi momentum eh.
They have it on their side. They lost it, but
they lost it.
they are on the receiving end right now. Body language is more relaxed for the King Crunchers.
Yes.
We'll see if they can make something out of this.
And the magic bonnet of time on it was been Peter Bagalay.
I like when I see him approach. Iba yung, if you look at the approach, very explosive hop.
Oh no, para siyang mag-high jump. Si Philip Bagalay. Kalingking. Hello. I thought they had it. This one is in. This one is in. Do they challenge? I don't think so. They are back in business. We're tied at 6. Fourth set. That is going to work. This time it's Intal. who has always been that long. Can you imagine Mark Espejo, siya, Polvorosa?
So much talent.
Ah!
Dolor, I believe, already on his 25th point.
Boy, I'm sure he would want to have that such large an output and a win here today. But this is far from over. 2-1 lead by the King Crunchers in the set count. Ooh, pick up. Dolor, block, push, but not in the right direction.
Polvorosa loving that block.
Oh, yes. And lets out a loud scream to relish that. But watch it again.
Second match of the day, PGJC and Criss Cross King Crunchers. So now, in a conversation I had earlier with our now team captain Francis Saura of the Criss Cross King Crunchers, he's now stepping up with his role in leadership since Isay Marasigan is still on the sidelines with an injury daw sa daliri. At alam nyo ba na ang mantra ni Francis Saura ay with every game daw nagmula sa isang anime. Ang sabi dyan, surpass your limits. Yung kahit napapagod, push pa rin, which he wishes to translate not just in his games but to the team as a whole, and we'll now see that as they try and close out this match. But meanwhile, you guys can still join the conversation online with our Pilipinas Live app poll. Which team will pile up more blocks? For now, let's turn it over to our panel.
And that is the count as far as blocks are concerned. Both teams knotted together at 7 apiece, and they have been meaningful blocks. There's one, but not scored upon. The tap by Malabunga. The counter tap by Suarez. The cross. Jacob. It's a floater. Dolor. And to the open space. No success by Kiel. This could take a while. And it's on the floor.
Bawal mapagod. Bawal. And Dolor saying, tigil na natin to. Look at Dolor go for that hit. 26 points.
Sabi ni Dennis kanina, anime daw. Nung araw nga, Hallmark greeting card nga, kumukuha ng moto. Sabi ng mga bagets, ano Hallmark greeting card? In the meantime, huli! Regalo! Hindi binuksan ang regalo. Sumasayaw ang net na daplisan ni Dolor.
But you really see him catching his breath. I mean,
pagod na rin eh.
sabi niya, cut me some slack. Kanina pa ako tumatalon dito, but that momentum.
Okay.
His right arm.
This has been humdinger of a battle here. 10-8 is the count. The quick. And that corner is taken, making it 11-8. King Crunchers ahead in the set count after taking the first and the third sets. Second went the way of the Navy with a score of 27-25. What a set. But Kalingking has been all over that floor. Yes! Jacob gives them their 8th block.
Jacob, really, a lot of contribution today. Offense, defense, and blocking. Single block. Look at that.
Alam mo, need in height eh, no? Timing and technique. Dolor with that many points yourself. Flashed briefly. This one. This explosive off the bench player. Requinton delivering again.
And, you know, all of these skills na nakikita natin kay Requinton ngayon, ibang-iba.
Oh,
No, from, yung
oh.
kanina sumasabit sa net, a little bit weaker, but this time, you see the contact.
Tsaka may may kahulugan. Oh, ito mintis to. Gigil yun eh.
Oh.
Hindi solid yung contact. May challenge pero parang hindi uukol. Anyway, we'll allow the decision process to take over.
You know, we're only in the 4th set, pero nakikita mo yung hingal nila. No? It's because
Kasi habol ng habol eh.
habol ng
No,
habol.
eh.
And they really, we really have those long exchanges.
Eto yun. Hello.
Seemed like
Malayo.
oh, it was really no touch right there.
So anyway, we are at 13-9. King Crunchers threatening to sort this up in 4 sets. Combination!
Not yet. Jacob saying, teka lang.
Teka muna, baka ako munang bahala sa inyo. And he has the biggest smile that's lit up this venue.
Why not? He's contributed 12 points for the Navy.
Ah, what a counter that time. Bagalay.
Itong magic bunot na to, 6 points na.
At impactful points, yung may kahulugan na points. And you had pointed out correctly, when he came in, it changed that complexion of the match for the King Crunchers. They get that one.
In the back.
Hindi masamang setter itong Suarez. Maganda magbigay rin. Magandang mag-abot. Kasi maganda yung first ball na tatanggap niya.
Oh, it really matters. Getting a good receive.
Oh.
Just like that.
Oh. And Intal hitting that decisively. Karangian and Hairami return. Suddenly, it's a 4-point lead. Joy Baron is in the venue. She has not moved from that position.
Seriously watching the game.
Proceedings. No, but they were normally yung ibang gulo-gulo, ikot. But I guess, she's just always so poised, even when she plays. In the meantime, 15-12. Here's Lyok. He had a long serve in the previous set that proved to be their undoing. Kaling King is something special, huh? Ay, ayaw.
Sayang.
Oh. And we arrive at the technical break with Criss Cross Stirp sa ating iba't ibang mga plataforma. At magandang araw sa inyo. Napakagandang bakbakan dito sa ating Wednesday edition ng ating all-men's tournament sa Spikers Turf. Lamang ang kupunan ng Criss Cross, 2-1. At sinusubukan tapusin na nila rito. Pero sabi ni Greg Delor, anong pinagsasasabi niyo dyan? Dito pa kami. Should be 16-13. Yes, it is. Bago yun, ha? Bago yung coaching ni George. May sumigaw siya. Ano ba pangalan mo? Alam mo, itong ganyan, dyan nagkakaroon ng possibility ng rotation mistake or rotation call. If hindi clear. But it seems it's okay. That's well done.
May konting gulo. You try to...
Hindi, parang disorganized yung Navy in the last two sequences. They don't have their best players on the floor right now.
And the King Crunchers enjoying this lead. But not, sabi ni
But Dolores stays there.
Oo. Dito pa ako sa harap.
(14-17), but here come the big guns returning. Suarez and Jacob are back in, and they'll pull out Jairami and Ringan.
Some urgency for Coach George. He can't let the King Crunchers pull away. Jacob doing very well earlier. Dolor also in the front line for the Navy.
Jack King. That is rejected. Dolor suited up. No grab driver willing to bury him anywhere.
What a block. And that's the thing also. They are at a point where the King Crunchers already know. I mean, they've seen it throughout this game. Andyan si Dolor, they will give it to him.
And if you're Suarez, you're behind this much, porsyento na
Porsyento ka, oo. But, you know, kung nasan siya, doon binibigay yung set. Balagay tried to block it, but Dolor, 43% efficiency pagdating sa opensa.
And it's a term you learn quickly in this game. When you go porsyento, you're going to your best scorer, able to get points quickly. You've seen that with Eliza Valdez or with Aragalang, and here with Dolor. So deep down. Oh, we are not yet done.
Indeed. Ito yung sinasabi nila, kapit pa kung kaya pang kumapit sa Navy.
That's another term you learn in this sport.
Look at them, not giving up. I mean, no matter how much the lead is.
And Greg will serve. Look at that output. Back row. Regalo! Woo! Regendon with a red hot coming off the bench performance. Nagkakagulo sa pagpasok ng libero sa kabilang panig. Score 19-16. A few giant steps and that'll do it. That nipped the net.
Ooh, another gift.
Regalo. Bagalay taking care of business. The serve will continue for Arbasto, but not until we have done. We are done with this timeout.
Kung pagkailangan ni pagkano, hindi mo kailangan ng maganda-ganda na dikit dapat sa net. Hindi nyo ma-perfect pag nakatalikod kayo. Importante, mapapalo ng kasama natin. Ngayon, pag nakita yung overball, unahan nyo na sa taas. Huwag nang hintayin pa na maunahan kayo ng spiker. Kasi nobody's ball na yun eh. Pag naunahan kayo, tapos kaagad tayo. So one good pass muna tayo. Doon yung ibigay muna yung bola. Okay? Then tapos execute tayo, ha? Go.
Tapos. Lumabot lang. Navy!
4-point lead by the King Crunchers. They're not yet done yet. Because the Navy's saying we're not done yet as well. Arbasta will serve again. Has been steady coming off the bench serving. Liok. And there's a net
Hit the
touch.
net.
It's dancing about. Castel will return.
More height at the net. They need
Yeah.
blocking.
And Pagulon, who had 2 great stops and digs earlier, returns to the bench. Regalo. Yes, Polvorosa admits it.
We heard Polvorosa saying, try lang. I think
Sige.
it's about the reaching beyond challenge. They may not be 100% sure, but
Sounds like an inspirational song, Reaching Beyond. Parang, di ba, yung mga kinakanta ng mga sales force.
pag may mga
Sales rally, di ba?
sales conference.
It's time to change our destiny.
O ganyan yung mga theme.
Ah,
Reaching beyond.
just
Greater
change.
height. Ganyan.
Over and beyond. Magbenta pa tayo.
Meantime, for the King Crunchers,
The best one I ever heard sa ganun was acronym CONQUER. CONQUER, meaning consistent quality through excellent results. Yun, maganda. I won't say the company.
yun ang gusto ng coaches ngayon, consistent results.
Tsaka, di ba, yun kuminsan, di ba, yung mga short coaching tips, yun ang nagwo-work sa players.
They're just, very
Tumatawa
light
na-
atmosphere dito.
tumatawa na to, mga to.
tong-
Nag-challenge para magpahinga.
looks like look at sila Polvorosa just, having a blast. Waiting.
Style nyo.
Oo eh.
Ay, nako. Nag-challenge. Alam nilang mahirap na challenge para makapagpahinga sila.
You like Thank you for that bit of entertainment as we await the results.
Is the next time I work with you, I will kill you. I will kill
Isa
you.
nga bago mag-pregame
No.
Isang isang ikot.
On February 26, you called the challenge called Reaching Beyond. No, but in all seriousness, this is decisive, huh?
Pati si Coach Tay sabi, dinadamay ako nitong mga to.
I said no na nga eh. No, but as a ploy, smart, huh?
But it's
If
such a long time for the entertainment. I think
Yeah, but on the other hand, this cools down Navy on the other side, huh?
very serious.
Oh,
Itong,
NGG
Navy.
naman ang ginugulo nila.
Ito opposite of serious. Having so much fun.
Akala ko hindi marunong tumawa to si Glorioso. Akala ko yun lang ang happy-happy niya.
Hindi daw pala. Parang umiikot yung camera. Tignan natin. What do you have for us?
Ito is smile of the day ni Direk ko Yupango.
What's
Diba, pinagyayabang niya talaga yung bigote niya eh.
yung star din.
Ito yung star. Sa National Bookstore binili yan eh. Pero ito.
But
Alam mo, riot nito. Pag sinabi nito mga referee na inconclusive, riot, tawa lang ako.
but you see them clarifying
they
bang mangyayari.
They approach referee Villarda, who's the
Well,
man up there.
You know, it is a cold venue, so
Yeah, actually.
this ices both teams.
Yeah, it affects both. But the only people who are serious about this is referee Bobby Seltz, who is in charge of the review here today. And senior ref Lopez is also into it.
And everyone on the floor now trying to warm up. Gotta make sure hindi sila lumamig.
George Pasqua sharing a moment with us here, and we are still undecided on this challenge.
We were talking about how, well, the venue is cold.
No,
Yung
it's
sinasabi
cold, yeah.
nga ni Coach George, pwede nang kailangan i-warm yung mga kamay sa kilikili.
There's no other way to say it.
Ano, I was thinking of a better way to put it, but
No, that's it. We are in the Philippines. We're okay. Oh, ito. Ano, desisyon ng palan. What do you think, Ann?
he seemed to be trying to...
No.
Sabi naman niya, we'll just try. So it is not successful. Or it is successful, rather. I'll repeat that point.
We play over, we repeat. And Greg checked with referee Corpus kung sino magsaserve. And it's going to be Kiel. Outside.
Ooh.
They lost the point. And
They,
now, this is different. No more laughing matter ito. 18 and 20. Pag naging 19-20 ito.
Oh, it keeps getting closer.
Yeah. Oh! Bagala Philip has been a factor coming off the bench.
And he's really earned his playing time. They've kept him there. He continues to deliver.
The other way we go. Oh, well done. That is a good ploy. They sold it to one side and they went the other way. Juelacia will come in as new setter. Garcia will return. Requinton reports back to the bench.
Well, he's done well. The minutes that he has played.
Jacob has done well also here today. And
Oh yeah, 14 points already in this game, 10 attacks, 4 blocks. So that's a good
Yeah,
balance
yeah.
of offense and net defense.
not exactly the tallest player on the floor, but great timing of, he's had some solo blocks. Huh? Here we go. And look at that. Saura returning to the floor, delivers a killer blow. 3-point lead. You know, when you do a volleyball game or watch a volleyball game, make sure you don't have plans. Huh?
Kasi it can extend.
Because it will mess up your schedule.
But itong si Garcia off the bench.
And that's why Garcia wants to do this quickly. Baka may plano siya. In the meantime, Jack downstairs. Dolor from the rear. Philip. Garcia. Uh-oh.
Oh, violation. And, you know, they seem to
Anong tawag?
be wondering, anong meron? And Dolor will clarify.
It looks like a foot fault. Referee Villarde with a huge smile on his face.
Dolor frustrated na nasasayangan with that point.
We'll try to get a replay to clarify, because it's either a foot fault or a catch and pass, catch and throw, huh? So let's listen in first, if we can.
So ready na tayo sa bola. Mag-service, pasok ka agad sa base natin. Kasi talagang idadrop yung bola doon. Una tayo sa pwesto natin. Di ba, kanina nasa pwesto tayo, ang daling dumipensa, di ba? So, gawin ang landing natin ulit. Kung ano yung nangyayaring maganda sa court, gawin natin. Huwag natin siyang babaguhin. Sipagan lang pala natin sa depensa.
Wala pa yan, depende po sa tayo.
Okay, let's see. Iba picks it up. Yeah, medyo malalim. Malalim. It's too long on his hands.
Usually, ganun pag setter, try mo ipitin. But,
Yeah.
you know, it can't stay too long. And that
Ooh,
seems
they were
to-
distracted, huh?
Oh, they are distracted.
And it's
They
match point.
rarely commit these mistakes. Ano yung nagtitingin sa first ball.
And it's match point. Philip Bagala is serving for the match. And we're not yet done. Dolor with 100 points, I believe, today. Feels like that.
So hard to...
He's been stopped on several occasions, but napaka-consistent niya. Look at BNS. They've been waiting there forever.
Sabi nga nila, makaupo muna dito sa
Tama
at
ng warm-up.
manood.
Tama ng warm-up yan. Pre-prod pa naman sila para sa third game. Oh, and that ends this
What a way to
game.
end this fourth set.
It's unfortunate. But so goes life in volleyball. Both coaching staffs acknowledge each other. It's been a well-fought game, Anna, no?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good points scored by the Navy, really challenging the King Crunchers. But I think ultimately one of the
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a tough four-setter match between the men of the PGJC Navy and the Criss Cross King Crunchers here at the Spikers turf. But this is the third win of Criss Cross King Crunchers, and beside me, our player of the game, Nico Almendres. Nico, welcome back and congratulations. You had 14 points, 12 attacks, 2 blocks, and 13 receptions. Congratulations. First off, second game in for this conference. Kakabalik mo lang din sa training, tulad ng na-mention mo. How are you adjusting so far?
Sa ngayon, ganun pa rin naman yung ginagawa namin. Ngayon, wala namang masyadong adjustment kasi Yun nga, 3 araw ako wala sa training. So pagbalik ko, 100% pa rin naman ang ipapakita ko sa training. And yun nga, sabi nila coach, all out lagi.
Nico, this is the third game for this conference, and this is also the first 4-setter match ng Criss Cross. Can you walk us through ano yung naging paggabay ni coach sa inyo during the second set para makuha nyo na yung last 2 sets?
Siguro, niremind lang kami ng coaches namin na nabawasan yung unforced error namin kasi doon kami kumukuha ng puntos lalo na sa serve and sa block.
Okay. Nico, anybody you would like to greet for this match?
Una-una, binabati ko yung asawa ko na nanonood ngayon and yung family ko sa Talisay, si Mama, si Papa, si James, JBN, yung buong Buko Phenomenal and TPI family and Almendras family and Hernandez family.
Yes, again, this is our player of the game, best player of the game, Nico Almendras, for today's match from the Criss Cross King Crunchers. Congratulations. But now, let's turn it over back to our panel.
Okay, we reached 4 sets. We do love 5 sets, but 4 sets natapos. And not without some anxious moments from the King Crushers, huh?
Yeah, the start went the way of the Navy, pero earlier part in this 4th set, we saw the runs on the side of the King Crunchers, and they also retained yung kanilang mga bunot that delivered for them. Sabi natin, the likes of Bagalay rather, really changed the complexion of the earlier set, and nandun pa rin siya in the 4th set. I think the energy got carried on as we look at our stats for that previous set. The King Cruncher scoring more when it comes to offense, blocking halos pantay lang both teams, but what we saw tallied here, 2 service aces. Not included are those other serves na may karga, that made it difficult for the Navy. Naibaba ng Navy, if there's anything, nababa nila yung kanilang giveaway points earlier in the previous 2 sets, double digits. But here they managed to keep it low at 4. Just not enough scoring for set number 4.
Okay, we'd like to thank Andrew Mulya as well as Denise Valdesancho for joining us for the first game. The 4-set win by the King Crunchers, and this is coming up next. BNS and CHD get entangled here in the place where passion comes together with power. The Spikers turn.